This is Jackie Jackson. Well, Clifton Courtney Jackson, but for some reason my mother put in Jackie inside of it and it have a nice ring to it, so we just stick with it and just bring it down to Jackie Jackson. So, from a musical family, my mother's side of the family are all not really musicians, but they play an instrument. So I suppose I was next in line to play an instrument. Well, I started out on the piano. God bless my little mother, sent me to music lesson. Started out on the piano because everybody in the family played piano. So, hence, piano. Went to music school, was doing very well until I ran into, I wouldn't say a stone wall, a stone book by the name of Smallwood's Pianoforte Tutor. Now, in the middle of that book, there's a passage called Silver Thread Among the Gold. I'll never forget that passage. Because if you can pass that passage, and you have to if you're going to take your exam, if you can pass that passage, you will become the greatest pianist this world has ever seen. And guess what? I tore up 4 of those books. Yeah, ripped them to pieces because I could not get past Silver Thread Among the Gold. But when you hear the name, if you hear the title, you know, say hell and pop when you try to play that, you know. Silver Thread Among the Gold. Jesus. Man, 4 of them book material. 4. My poor little old lady, I have to go and buy them 4 times. Lord, I'm so sorry for her. And then after tearing up the 4th book, I went to music school. I went back to the class. I went back to school Monday after that great eventful Friday evening. And in front of the class and in front of the music teacher, God bless Mr. Corbett, when it was my time to play, I said, Mr. Corbett, I went home and you know what I realized? That the piano has 88 keys and I only have 10 fingers. Well, you know, the class turned upside down, you know. Everybody up on the ground and laugh. So henceforth, if the piano have 88 keys and I have 10 fingers, how on earth am I going to play the piano? And he said, well, Clifton, what you want to do? But before that, when the class was over Friday after tearing up the 4th book, I was on my way home and I was passing Success Club on Wildman Street on my way home. And I heard a band playing. So drawn by the music, drawn to the music, I went up, go inside Success Club. And who was in there rehearsing but the Scatterlights? That time I don't know nothing about. I was a teen. I was what, 16, 15, 17, somewhere in there. And I was drawn to the bass player, Lloyd Revered. I walked straight up to Brevet and believe in me, our nose was almost touching. And I'm sure Brevet was wondering, what is the you just come right, so come stand up and look for me so intently. I was drawn to that upright bass, Jesus. And Jackie Mitty was there banging away at the piano, and I didn't have no interest in the piano. Walked straight up to Brevet. And then right there and then I said, you know what? It's bass I'm to play now. And I stood there the whole night from about 7 until after 12, listening to Scatterlights performing with the great Tamar Cook as band leader. And then after that, everywhere Scatterlights played, I was right there in front of Brevet. And the morning when I went back to music class and I told the teacher that the 88 keys and the 10 finger thing, and he said, what you want to do? Clifton, I said, Sir Corbett, I want to play the bass. I want to play that upright bass and I'm going to play that upright bass. And he said, all right. and we can start tomorrow. Came out the next day, whoa, rest is history. And I started, I did well, very well on the upright. And then the bass guitar came along, and I said, well, all right, I have to go make a switch now. And it was a nice like a transition, moving from the upright to the bass guitar.
You used to be, so when you started to play, when you started in your first professional band?
My first professional band, I would say the first band is a professional band, because before that you was doing pure foolishness. I wasn't playing nowhere.
Yeah.
A band named Ty and the Titans. Chinese guy, his name is Ty, T-Y.
Yeah.
So I call the band Ty and the Titans. And I went there, the drummer in the band was my little brethren. So I went to them one night to the rehearsal, and Bums Jackson was the bass player. Bums Jackson used to play bass with Barry Lee. That time when I started playing nothing else. Just I go to my music school, play my upright and thing. And Bums Jackson and the band leader had one hell of a quarrel the Thursday night. One hell of a quarrel, and Bums said, I can't go away. I take over my bass and walk away. I said, I'm done with this. And I started fretting out because the band was playing on Friday night the next night. So everybody started fretting. I said, what do I have to do? So Tony, the drummer, my brethren, turned to the band and said, my brethren can't play bass, you know. And I said, what? Come on, see a bass, yeah? And that was my foray, such a word, foray, yeah, into the live thing. And that night I learned 75 songs. Never forget that. 75 songs that Thursday night. And then joined the band. We played Friday night, we played Saturday night, and then the Sunday night we went to Gaiety Theatre on East Queen Street, right across from Central Police Station. And in them days you used to have movies and live band. You used to have double bill. One show start at 7, and then the band come on in the middle, and then the next show. So we were the entertainment in that segment, Ty and the Titans. And we crushed it, mashed it up. And I was a member of that band for 5 years. Until it just eventually, by that time now, here comes Kestin and the Souvenirs, Carlos Malcolm, Branley and the Dragonaires, and Scatterlights, and them kinda flop tie, you know. So the band broke up, and I wasn't doing anything, just continued going to my music school, and then the next big break was when Lester Sterling left Scatterlights and decided to form his own band. And then formed a band named the Cavaliers. And I was looking for a bass player. I became the bass player with Cavaliers.